Recently I showed you how to get the Bullet King, and in my last video I told you I would show you off my build that I have built around this exotic LMG. So let's take a look at how I built around it and the reasons why. So as we all know, the Bullet King doesn't have to reload ever, and it does get some ammo back when you fire at enemies. So every 100 bullets you hit, you get some ammo back in your reserves, and you will basically get ammo back. Now my Bullet King isn't that good of a roll. I wish it was a bit better, but this is my roll. Yeah, it's just the basics, just the basic Bullet King. If you want to see how to get it, then I'll link a video in the description and in the cards. But this is just a basic Bullet King. I'm sure you know how it goes by now. My secondary is just a long range weapon. I chose a rifle since I really liked how they shoot. This one is pretty good. I just modified it a bit. It has reformed on it, so when I get headshots, I heal a bit, and it goes well with my drone that repairs me. So when I need repairing, I just shoot a few headshots. I get 30% extra healing, and it's pretty good. My secondary doesn't really count. I don't really care for it. I just have it for in case I need to shoot quickly. So obviously it's a shotgun, since if I need to shoot quickly, it's probably because somebody rushed me and I didn't have time. So I just made a shotgun, 1.1 million damage. Now all my talents are spec'd into weapon damage. As you can see, I have 8 weapon damage right there. So let's take a look at the Mosque. The Mosque has weapon damage as well. None of my gear is like god rolled really. I still need to farm for them. But I went with the gears, a 4-piece gear set with the Negotiator's Dilemma. Because yes, you get crit hit chance and critical hit damage, which is great. Yes, I want the crit build. I want something that does damage, because I play mostly solo and I keep to myself. But let's take a look at the 4th piece, Hostile Negotiation. Critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds, up to 3 marks total. So you can mark 3 enemies at the same time. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of the total damage dealt. Now, because the Bullet King can shoot endlessly, it means when I crit hit with the Bullet King, I can basically do damage to 3 guys at once, which means I will get a lot of damage when I shoot NPCs. This is why I went with this gear set, is because the Bullet King has consistent damage. But not only that, if I use this talent, I can hit multiple enemies at the same time, which will add to my damage output eventually if you critical hit strike a lot. Also, you get this extra one. Whenever a marked enemy dies, gain plus 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times or until combat ends. Now this is really good. We get some extra damage, which means we will do more damage with this passive as well. And for his rolls, I mean, this is a pretty decent mask. I did have to modify it a bit, but we got almost full kitted out with the weapon damage, and I upgraded the critical hit chance since I want a critical hit a lot. For my chest piece, it is just a regular one, a province defense. I just went with it because it's something I had, and it has unbreakable. Because I'm so squishy, I want something that can save me an extra hit. So unbreakable is perfect for this build. You will notice if you have this, it's going to save your ass so much. It's basically a free health. Because you're so squishy and you're constantly shooting, your head is going to be out of cover. NPCs will break your armor eventually, and this will save you from that oh shit moment. So unbreakable, definitely go for this. I just have weapon damage on here, some critical hit damage. I wish this was better, and I will upgrade this eventually to something way better. But for the moment, this is just what I have. This piece is replaceable. Replace it with anything you like. Maybe even the exotic chest piece if you want to. But unbreakable is still better than the exotic chest piece when you play solo. I just picked this one up, so maybe I modified this, but I don't think I will because I like Unbreakable so much. Now let's go to my second piece, my holster. The holster is just there for LMG damage. You can see my build is not optimized at all. I want some crit hit damage here or something. But I do have some weapon damage and LMG damage. Nothing special. I do have mods equipped as well, which I guess is just critical hit damage for this one. And let's go to the backpack. The backpack, I went with a piece for the Negotiator's Dilemma for the backpack because we get an extra talent. Critical measures. Increase hostile negotiators damage to additional marked enemies from 60% to 100%. Now, when we critical hit strike somebody, we will do 100% damage to them, not just 60% damage. So this is pretty good. This is why I went with the backpack, but I couldn't give up my chest. I just like Unbreakable way too much. Also have a mod on this. I mean, you're going to have your own mods. You can just put in whatever you like, since builds are subjective and you're going to have to build your own build. We also have the knee pads and the gloves. Also weapon damage. I would like some crit here on this, or crit damage, but don't have any. This one as well. This is going to go really quickly. Some crit hit chance since I want to get my crit up. And that's basically the build. I have a reviver hive since I play solo, and I have my repair drone. You can see I don't even have the mods in there yet because I don't have them at the moment. For my specialization, I go with the gunner just because I get that stability for the LMG when you stand still, plus you get some extra ammo, and you get that nice medkit as well. So that is really good for me. I went with the nades, these nades, because I can foam enemies. They get out of cover. I can apply my crit hit buff, and then they will get crit, and I will do damage to the whole team, so which is really good. And if there's a group of enemies, I just throw the nade, they all get stuck, and I can hit them all for a lot of damage because I don't have to reload. And that's basically it. Let's go to stats. The stats can be improved by a lot, but at the moment I have like 70,000 damage, some critical hit strike 41, critical hit damage 72, headshot damage. Surprisingly, I've got a lot of headshot damage. And that's basically my stats. Nothing too great, you know, because I can still improve this, and I probably will, since I still need to improve this a lot. The main thing about this build, you're really squeezy, so you need to play in cover, but you have that Unbreakable that will give you an extra life when you almost die. If you want to see gameplay, I uploaded a separate video. I didn't want to include it in this video since it is going to make it way too long for a video, since that gameplay I take on a level 4 control point, and at the end there also shows up to rogue agents, which I also take on. You can watch this video right here. I will link it in the description, and I will put a card up that you can click in the right hand corner. Anyway, this has been my exotic LMG build. If you like this video, then give it a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, then you can subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.